ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to bring you the regular meeting of the Weyburn City Council held here at 6 p.m. Monday, July 10th, 2017. So the first thing we'd like to talk about is the approval of the minutes of the regular council meeting held here June 26th. Do we have an approval?
I'd like to approve those minutes, Your Worship.
I'll second that, Your Worship.
All in favor? We'd also like to make note that Councillor Wheeler is away this day and Councillor Chessel is also away this day. Are there any additions to the agenda?
Your Worship, I have one. Item 7C, Weyburn Ag Society beer garden request for the rodeo.
7C, beer garden. Any other additions? Can I have an
I'll move that addition, Your Worship.
seconder?
I'll second that, Your Worship.
All in favor? Very good. There are no public hearings or notices at this time. We're now going on to original communications, delegations, and petitions. So this week we have Kelsey Gallagher with us and Cheyenne Esmond. They will be seen later with me over here. And they are with the National Drowning Prevention Week, and they would wish to make a proclamation. I'll read you the proclamation. Whereas the mission of the Life Saving Society Canada is to prevent drowning throughout this great country, and even one drowning in Saskatchewan is one too many. And whereas most drownings are preventable in a water-smart community and through water-smart education and a healthy respect for the potential danger that any body of water may present, can we truly enjoy the beauty and recreation opportunities offered by these bodies of water? And whereas the Life Saving Society urges Canadians and residents of the city of Weyburn, Saskatchewan, to supervise children who are in and around water, to refrain from drinking alcoholic beverages while participating in aquatic activities, and to wear a personal flotation device or life jacket at all times when boating. And whereas the Life Saving Society Canada has declared July 16th to the 22nd, 2017, National Drowning Prevention Week to focus on the drowning problem and the hundreds of lives that could be saved this year. Therefore, it will be resolved that I, Mayor Marcel Roy, do hereby proclaim July 16th to the 22nd, 2017 National Drowning Prevention Week in the city of Weyburn, Saskatchewan, and do commend its thoughtful recognition to all cities of Weyburn. Thank you very much, ladies. We'll just come over here. With that, there are no reports to council at this point in time. We have a cash activity report for May 2017.
Your Worship, I'd like to make a motion that the item on the consent agenda, the cash activity report for May 2017, be accepted as presented.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Carried unanimously. Motions, accounts payable.
Your Worship, I'll make a motion that purchases in the amount of $914,296.88 from June 23rd to July 6, 2017 be passed for payment.
I'll second that, Your Worship.
All in favor? Carried. Groundwater well monitoring and sampling change order.
Thanks, Your Worship. I have a report here from Assistant Engineer Laura Delaney. On June 26th at the council meeting, a motion was made that the 2017 ground well monitoring and sampling contract for the City of Weyburn be awarded to Matrix Solutions in the amount of $9,075 for the landfill and $7,268.70 for the septage lagoon, as recommended by City Engineer Tom Williams. In reference to the 2017 ground well monitoring and sampling letter dated May 23rd, the proposal submitted by Matrix provided a cost for fieldwork and laboratory fees of $10,728.08 and a cost of reporting of $9,076. The cost to complete the groundwater monitor sampling was actually $19,904, so the motion was not made correctly. However, since then, a new permit to operate a waste disposal ground was recently issued to the city by the Ministry of Environment, and it took effect on June 19th. The most recent permit requires more extensive groundwater sampling, and therefore, there would be an extra cost of $12,835.96. Therefore, the total cost for this groundwater monitoring would be $32,640.04. So our assistant engineer is asking that we make a new motion to cover the entire cost with the new permit from the Ministry of Environment in the total amount of $32,604.04, and this is for the landfill requirement. So I would just ask that council would make a motion for the full amount of $32,000.
Do you have a motion?
Your Worship, I'd like to make a motion that the 2017 groundwater well monitoring sampling contract awarded to Matrix Solutions Incorporated by resolution number 2017-128 on June 26th be amended to comply with the new permit to operate a waste disposal grounds and be approved for a total cost to perform the work over the period of July 1st, 2017 to March 31st, 2018 in the amount of $32,640.04.
I'll second that, Your Worship.
Discussion?
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. Just a question, Jeanette, if you have it. I'm not going to ask a hard one. Is this a yearly thing?
And it is a yearly thing, yes. We've actually done them in the past. This is, but it's kind of over 2 years, so we'll have to reconfigure it into the 2018 budget, as half this cost basically will be from July to the end of the year. The rest of the cost will go to March 31st. And then next year, they will likely be required again. We have to get a permit for this each and every year.
Your Worship, I have a question to Jeanette without throwing you under the bus too far. If we haven't got the answer, we can get it some other day. Do we have money in the budget to cover the cost?
You know what, I believe we did. I believe in the original report of June 26th, there was money to cover it, but we can double check that with the Director of Finance and get back to council on that.
But this is only an increase of how much? Yeah.
I believe
Roughly.
last year, I don't have the report from June 26th. It is at least a $10,000 increase over last year, but we could certainly get back to council on that.
But for $10,000, they're most certainly fine, especially when it's a requirement for our landfill and for what we're going to be adjusting to our landfill costs and such. So, very good. All in favor? Carried unanimously. 7C, the beer garden, request from the Ag Society.
Yes, Your Worship, we received a letter from Shannon Lees, the office manager of the Weyburn Ag Society. They do this every year. They would like to hold a beer gardens at the rodeo, the Souris River Rodeo, to be held in Weyburn July 21st to 23rd. They have supplied us with a map of the area that they will be having a beer garden outside of the building. That's really all we have to give approval for, because it's outside the building, the beer garden area. So they gave us a map, which is a requirement of Sask Liquor and Gaming, as well well as our police department requires it, and they've provided us with information on the security that they will also be providing at the event. So I see nothing wrong with it, so I would just ask that council approve the application for them to go to SAS Liquor and Gaming to get a permit.
Your worship, I would like to move that the request of the Weyburn Agricultural Society for the assurance of an outdoor liquor permit by Saskatchewan Liquor and Gaming Authority for the following dates and times be approved: Friday, July 21st, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, July 22nd, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, July 22nd, also from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., and that is their cabaret, and from Sunday, July 23rd, from 2 p.m. until 8 p.m.
I'll second that, Your Worship.
All in favor?
I have a question, Your Worship. Councillor Bailey, I appreciate the Sunday start time for the beer garden at 2 p.m. That's very, very, very respectful.
I think you're working on them quite significantly, Councilor Mickle, to get that 11 in the morning area out there. So,
thank you.
yes, I think they just, that's when the rodeo starts that day, and I think that's the reason why they had it at that time.
Thank you.
All in favor? Carried unanimously. There are no, this being summer council meetings, there's a very short, not a lot of business doing as we await our new city manager to proceed to start here August 15th. Roy Hardy will be coming in and being our new city manager. Look forward to working with him. So because of that, we have no introduction of any new bylaws at this point in time. There is no old business. There's no new business really at this point in time either. No inquiries and announcements, and nothing from the press. There are questions. And with that, this council will be closed, and we will reconvene again 2 weeks later. And with that, I would like to say thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we will start again 2 weeks from now.